We should be streaming by now. On YouTube, we are. How about on Twitch? There we go. Okay. So, just get this over here. No, I do not want a folder. Let's pop out the damn chat, or I'm not even gonna bother at this point. So, finally. All right. Remember this library? Yeah, these libraries. Meh. This, meh. Who cares about this? Actually, no, I do care about this one. I'm gonna use some fellow library called mgfx.h today, an MJ app. Now you might be like, Magma, what is this? Some random guy on some random planet on Earth, planet or someone, some random country on some random thing. He made this little thing called Magma, and I kind of want to use it. So like, yeah. And you might be like, why would you use this? Well, the API looks nice. That's all I'm gonna say. Look, you just MJ Impo, you MGFX OpenGL or whatever, and then you give it that. Also MJ Impo, damn it, and then give it like Magma OpenGL. No, no, MGFX OpenGL or MGFX Vulkan or MGFX D3D11, and you could define multiple of these. So you can just do OpenGL and like Vulkan at the same time, and just initialize both of them. So like I think that's cool. Yeah. Now the first order of business is to actually get the damn libraries, which I have in my opt folder. But the problem is that I'm not sure if it's up to date. So let's see. Get status. I'm gonna restore everything, remove the tags, and get pull, just in case. Yep. Now I'm going to CP and don't abbreviate cyberpunk type shit. Uh, everything. Not quite literally everything. God damn it. I meant like everything, not header file. There you go. The source vendor, Magma. There you go. Now, who the fuck needs documentation? Am I right on this or am I not? That's like fuck this shit. We're professionals here. We read the thing. We read it. And I'm going to use Vulkan for extra suffering. And also, I want to set up the shader compiler, which we have right here. Sure, it is taking a while. Damn it. Okay. That's not a very good sign. Okay. What's this? So I may or may not know this one. Code gen. GLSL lang. What does that even mean? I need GLSL lang or something? Do I like to install it? Do I have it? I do. I mean, help. Man. What do we need for this? Generic code gen, machine independent and OS dependent. So like generic code gen, not such file directory. No such file. Yeah, I had this error before. Look, how to fix. Yes, how do I fix it? If you're one of the people who writes these articles, you should go kill yourself. I'm just saying. But moving on. I don't care about G++. I want to do how is that related to my problem? No such file. Do I have to use some magic? Fuck. In Python? Dude, I have quotes in here. Do I have to ask a clanker? I might have to ask a clanker. Yes, please, give me the fucking answer. I do not care about any of this. Wait. What library has generic code gen? Brother. Brother, I hate you with my dear heart. Where's the damn box dev magma? There we go. We're gonna get this. I'm just gonna put it here and let it figure it out. Just give me the damn dependency that I should install. That's all I want. The search engine sucks, the clankers suck, everything suck. Fuck. I hate you. Box, are you in the chat with us? I summoned thee. No. Also, I think the Twitch one is saying OpenGL, which that shouldn't be the case. That actually be NGF Magma. So, yeah. My brother in OpenGL. Why is this not working? Let's look at the site file. Oh, do I have a Spurvy? Oh shit, this might be a Spurvy cross issue. Not sure. Damn. Generic code gen. Bruh. Search through my whole system. I grant you all permission, my friend. It's all yours. Permission denied. Yeah, no shit. We are still just bruh. Are there any wait? Hello. Yes. Did you get Perfect Cross from AR or Pac-Man? Who's gonna tell them? Who's gonna tell him? Hello, Harpy. Hey, hello, Jinzel. Who's gonna tell this guy? Who's gonna tell our poor guy? Poor guy. Fuck. Alright, you know what? Spurvy Cross. Because I know they don't got that shit on the in the Gentoo repos. I know they don't got it. Look. I had to deal with this before at some point. So we're gonna have to just do the whole CMake thing. Just get clone this motherfucker. Really? Already do have it. Okay. Well, how do I build it? Build GLCell lang tools. Yes, please. Bruh. Make. I'm sorry. Make dash J8. What I should have done is look at their GitHub and see what to do. I don't want the VC PKJ. I want the Linux. Which has install commands and other. Yeah, I need the install commands actually. Bruh. No, stop. Stop. Make clean. RMR build. Make their build. CD build. CMake thing. And then I'm guessing CB. And then like go back. CMake dash B build. And then now we got the make file, I think, or something like that. jobs equals is like gonna be 4 or not. Dash J 8. And also what I would like is how do you install? How do you run this install command? Use Scenic. Run install command Scenic. How does one go about that? Let's see. Install. That is actually crazy. It's just a command. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it. Don't worry, guys. We'll figure it out. Just gotta wait like 1 billion goddamn. Hey, look. Progress. Sorta. We got this perfectly cross. We are so back. CMake. How about this? Instead of build, it's gonna be install. It's not gonna work. Yes. Now, moment of truth. Can I, for the love of God, just build? Can I do it? Can we do it? But it refused. Okay. That's kind of a problem. Hmm. Hmm. After closer inspection, I'm not sure if does our fellow box friend over here provide built-in binaries. I don't think. Nope. You're completely and utterly fucked. If that's the case, then I haven't. I have no idea what to do. Ah, tested on Arch Linux. Of course. Of course the Rustations, not the Rust. I mean, of course the furries got it. Of course the femboys got it, and we don't. Racism against the Gen 2 community. I'm declaring a war. Primary handle and second. I'm guessing this is gonna be like the H instance or X display, and this is gonna be like the actual HWND or the window because yeah, poor guy had to go through a lot. How about we take a look at the source code for the Magma shader compiler, and maybe we could figure it out. I don't even know what that means. Okay, maybe we could figure it out. So we need whatever this is. If I go to user include GLSL, we do have it. Machine independence. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. That's one of the library. Well, in that case, maybe I should just install this. Oh, it's one reinstall. Oh, God. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll work. Oh, generic code gen. Look. Opium. Also, my CPU. My CPU. My poor. Yeah, guys, you're gonna just have to see me compile freaking whatever this is. Just hang with me here. Also, why is that M32? No, I refuse. Never mind, I refuse. Why is it 32? I need 64. Is it because I have Steam installed? Yeah, okay. What I'm gonna do is do a bit of magic. Is it even accept keywords at this point? I don't even think that's correct. I don't even think that's how you do it. Package out what? I will proceed to wait like a good boy and just hope for the best. Because maybe it'll compile both the 32-bit one and the 64-bit one. Maybe. If it doesn't, we are completely and utterly fucked. Let's look at the binaries were uploaded. Yo, bro. Yo. LARP spliff is what the hell is that? LARPing Tokyo spliff. The binaries were uploaded. Bro saved us like in the last goddamn minute. Thank you, boss. We all say in unison. One tag. 0.0.1 alpha. Damn. I got the special edition. Oops. Oops. Truly an oops. Actually, let's delete this. Let's just copy link. No need for this. I'm just gonna wget. Now, is that an actual executable? Let's see. Yes. Aha. Hee hee. Hee hee. Does it actually execute? Lol. Lol. You should have statically linked this box. I mean, I'm just saying. This is beautiful. I feel like Bringus Studios at the moment. Nothing works. From the start of the stream to the end of the stream, we make no goddamn progress. I love it. My favorite. I just love it when GNU is like, you're not compiling shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait for this. I'm gonna go fucking water or something. I don't know. All right. It has been done, but has it been work? Has it been work? Also, I should probably remove this funny text. There you go. Much better. Hold on. If I go to user and I find grip machine, it's right there. It's quite literally right there. Why are you so mean to me? Why do you hate me so much? Is this an LVO moment? I hate everything. What if I go? Let's go to like the problem is that if I go to lib64, there's just freaking sim links, so it's all useless. It's all hopeless. Ah man, we are completely and utterly fucked. Boxy-chan, can you statically link this somehow? I don't care if it's gonna be like 300 megabytes. I don't care. I just want something. You don't need these. Remove them from the build command. Oh shit. Oh god. I would I would blow my shit smooth up if that's the case. Alright. Hope. Hope. Bruh. 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 I'm blowing my shit smooth off. I'm gonna do it. Does this work? Yeah. I've never been more back in my life. We are so back, ladies and gents. We can finally compile shaders in peace. One piece. Now I will be right back. Okay. We are back. Vulcan. We got the Vulcan, we got everything. Now what's next? Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a lot of porting, to be honest with you. Please include so-called I'm not even including your shit. Shut up. Where is it? Where's so-called? Oh yeah, right. Where are you getting so-called from? And they like got I literally shebanged you out of existence. How dare you defy? Now my first thing is MJ app. What does it require? XLib. I'm gonna keep these, except for lib thread and DL. Do we have DL open here? No, we don't. We are going to need Vulkan. And do we have clock get time? Yes, so we need the default source. Man, mon. We're gonna go to MG app. We're gonna set up the app first. And then we're gonna skip it res or something, I don't know. Let's see the API. So you just run the thing. So we have an int main function of some kind, of some sorts. And then you mj app run, and you give it some kind of info. Right. Very interesting design indeed. It reminds me of that one library called Sokol, actually. So we got the width, which is 6967, I don't know, flags. So we got the heading and we got the no title bar. Got it. Then we need the events. Okay. Dot start equals to init dot end equals to cleanup and dot update equals to frame. Very straightforward. No complaints. So in the we're gonna return 0 here, of course. Very beautiful library indeed. It just freaking worked so far. Let's just put a bunch of if zeros because reasons. And if. And here we're gonna also have the same thing. It's gonna be if 0 and if, so it's gonna be kind of an indicator of what to replace. And last but not least, do an f0 here, f0 there. Is it? Are we gonna get a window? The goal is to have a window. Shit. Yeah, that's right. call to undeclared thingy. I thought I included assert, didn't I? No. There you go. SJ shutdown, MGFX shutdown. Good job, compiler. You should just port the whole thing for me then. We got a window. But I know what this problem is because this is X11 on an X Wayland when you have a window with like no Vulkan thingy, no OpenGL context, no Vulkan swap chain going on. It's just gonna be like empty window. You're not gonna see anything. So like I kind of know this problem. But we do have a window. So that's cool. Now what's next? Next is setting up MGFX, right? So let's do that. So here MGFX, man, that's a lot of functions. Well, mostly it's like backend functions. Let's actually look at the actual API. Inits. There you go. So you run the init function, the magical init function that inits the whole thing for you. Good. Consistent across the header files. That's always good to see. Now, what do we need here? We need the primary handle, which I would imagine, as we've seen from that one GitHub example, is here. Yeah, how convenience. Secondary handle. The render type, which is look, I'm just gonna, yeah, if I specify Vulkan, it's gonna be Vulkan by default because of the way this whole thing is structured. Very smart indeed, very smart. I'm just not gonna specify it. The width and height, which I did not know I should specify myself, but okay. Width, heights. Okay. And vsync, which is vsync is for weak people. I like to make my computer suffer. MGFX shutdown. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need that in our shutdown. Now, what do we need? MGFX begin and end. Got it. I've never been more ready for this in my life. Let's begin. MGFX end. And is there some kind of commit function like the one we've used in SoCal? I don't think there is. Okay, I don't think there is, so we're just not gonna worry about that. What I will worry about is how do we draw something, like how do we clear the screen? Bind pass. Let's bind this pass. MGFX pass info. Okay, let's see. Color images. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to do is color images. Right. It's a void pointer. Wait. Dude, I might have to look at the example for this one. I kind of don't want to mess with this one. MGFX color is clear what it's doing. We just want a little gray color. And I'm just gonna pretend it like figures out the thing for me. MGFX image. No, wait, I close my main.c. No. Will it work? Segmentation fault. Lovely. Yeah, I might have to look at the examples. Fuck, I'm not a Sigma. Good. Please help me out here. How do you do it? Yeah, you just give it the bind. Also, I noticed that it returns a thing, but I'm not gonna bother. Actually, I will bother. Result. Success. Suck. Yes. Haha. Yeah. Why is it? It failed to begin. And this is Vulkan. And let me pull a funny here. No. I knew it. Okay, yeah, we're not resizing correctly, and Vulkan would give you something like invalid swap chain or whatever. Okay, yep, got it. I know exactly what this is. Today, I'm determined to use Vulkan just to flex. So I'm gonna resize this thing correctly, which I'm just gonna copy this function. Gonna borrow this function, no biggie. Damn, it's not happy. I might have to bite the bullet and just actually no hopes and dreams. Oh crap. Yeah. With the height, brother. I hate you. You're so mean to me. I don't like you. Fine, fine. I will proceed to use OpenGL like a normie graphics programmer. Well, that works. No, that actually does not work. Hold on. Hold on. Hey, nice. It doesn't like eat shit and die if I don't specify the title. That's cool. Memory safety. Don't use an assert. Use an if. It is supposed to fail sometimes. Ooh, interesting. So I could have just if does not equal return. So suck. For convenience sake, I'm gonna link both of them. Box, you are a genius. Wow. Bro knows his library. Well, I should have read the source code. I'm dumb as fuck. So look, this API works basically the same as SoCal, and it works fine. And you know the Vulkan API works. Now for the real test, are we actually able to do all this, right? So in here, let's try to set up our data first. Let's just upload our all data and see where we go. So I'm gonna move this here. I'm gonna delete all this. Let's try the vertex buffer first. Okay, vertex buffer. So how do we do a vertex buffer, Mr. Box? Mr. Magma, how do I do a vertex buffer? So basically, you create a buffer. Okay, sure. Very epic. So ngfx buffer, vb, ngfx create buffer. Okay, sure. Why not? We give it the buffer description, create info. What Vulkan API, by the way. I like the consistency. So we give it the data, the size, the usage, and whatever this memory is, which is probably device and shared. Well, 100% going to be shared. So memory is going to be mgfx memory shared because we will like update this each frame. Usage is going to be, yeah, this. And like the size is going to be, you know, max vertices multiplied by the size of a single vertex. Now, will this work correctly? Yes. Unused variable. I know, Mr. Compiler. No worries. Now we will do the same thing for our indices, except here it's going to be index buffer. This is going to be index. Like we should have like a. I'm not sure, but you should probably have like a vertex. No. I mean like a storage buffer of some kind, or I don't know, man. Because you're using OpenGL. What version of OpenGL are you using? You use 4.5. UGL create context. 4.3. Yeah, you should have storage buffer. Yeah, you do actually. No, you absolutely do. Then why is the use? Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe there's a clear way of doing it. I'm just fucking dumb, dumb and stupid. Also, it's not gonna be shared. That's for sure. And the size is not gonna be whatever the hell is this. The size is gonna be max quads multiplied by 6 multiplied by size of indices. And then with that, there's gonna be indices. Aha. All that's left now is to make the pipeline, and then we are good to go. So how do you make a pipeline? Mr. MGFX, how do you make a pipeline? So you have a pipeline. Okay, sure. Why not? Oh, we're gonna need to bind the vertex buffer index, but this kind of reminds me of BX11, so I don't yet. No storage buffers at the moment. Got it. I got you. So I'm gonna have to throw these two in the states. Which is this? I'm gonna have an MGFX buffer, VB and IB. We're gonna have an MGFX pipeline, which is our pipeline. And now it's time to make our pipeline. So here, we state that states. We're gonna do our state, which is gonna be MGFX create pipeline. Epic. Lovely API so far. The shader. Aha. How do I make shader? How to make shader? Create shader. Oh crap. Okay, I would imagine when you compile the shader, it'll give you a function. So kind of a problem because we do need to transform this shader over to, you know, Magic Magma Lang, which I've never used. Do we got example? We do got a triangle. Man, you don't mind if I copy all this, right? You won't mind. I know you won't. What I do mind though is first of all, we have a color. No, thank you. Actually, do we have a color? Okay, never mind. We do have a color. Yeah, there's kind of a problem, which is how do I do uniform? How to uniform in this language? I mean, in this, you know, yeah, yeah. We're gonna be the ultimate big Chad, and I'm just gonna go ahead and look at the Magma shader utility like directly, and just look for the word uniform. Just look for uniform. Let's see. How do you uniform? Fuck. I might be stupid, and it might be like the same way. You know, so-called does it. Ow. Uh huh. I think I skipped over a little too much. Binding. Yes. Okay. In that case, I would imagine it's just this. Let's look at Mr. Boxman. Yellow, yellow, hello. Hello, Macmillan forever. Forever? Whoa. Gonna have VS paramps because a so-called boy. What can you do? And we're gonna have our beautiful matrix 4 projection. We're gonna go to our make file, right? And we're gonna try to compile our shaders. So it's gonna be Magma. Magma. Magma, I call upon the GLSL 430. Okay. Make shaders. Whoa. It don't work. It don't happy. Why is it not happy? 7. A sine cannot convert from smooth in high P3 to true, true, true. Very true indeed. What do you mean? If I delete this, will it work? No. Line 7. Do we have a vector 3? Yes. Yeah, okay, we compiled the shader. Now, if I do a funny here, it works. Now let's take a look at this header file, this magic header file. Gets basic. Ah, look, it returns an MGFX shader. We've never been more back in our lives. So we can just import this little shader and just do get basic shader. Yippee. And you gotta give it the lang, which is right here. MGFX get shader lang. Right here. So right here. Beautiful. This is really. How about the layout now? We can close this. How about our layout? How do we pipeline? Help. Yeah, vertex format. Not vertex format equals to an array of bunch of things. So what does it look like? Ah, convenience. So just does it give me like the whole, constants, or do I have to memorize it myself? Yeah, I'm just gonna hard code the shit out of it. MGFX vertex formats. First of all, first one is 2 bytes. This is gonna be position, and this is gonna be color. This is gonna be 4 bytes. I like to be explicit, even though I can just do this. Technically, yeah, I'll just do this. Now, let's delete this. Let's specify the primitive to no. Do I have to triangle list? That's already correct. Color mode, I'm not gonna mess with that, or else we'll have issues. We're not having issues, but color blend for later. Color formats. I think this might be enough. Okay. So can I? I cannot. Did I vertex attributes segmentation fault? My favorite. Why is segfaulting? Why are we segfaulting? For what purpose? Also, I might have forgotten a very crucial detail here, which is multiply the damn projection. Okay. Other than that, though, we are completely on our own. Let's look at the triangle made by the professional. That is Box. MJ define app. That is very worrying. Shit, it's like a thing that handles the thing for you, maybe? Okay, well, who cares? Bro literally just put data here. That's a flex. Yeah, nice trip. Yeah. Why is it mad? Is this the issue? Yeah. Okay, first of all, before we do anything further, let's just bind the damn pipeline. Because I feel funny. State.pip. I have to know where it's at faults. So if I do an fprintf std error, your mom, And if I do it here, yeah, that's a problem. It's time to do a bit of debugging. We are compiling using this, so what I can do is just run the debugger of all time and look at the call stack, which is vk fill graphics pipeline. So let's look for that. vk fill graphics pipeline. Crap. Yep, I know exactly what's going on. I know exactly what's going on now. So if I run Magma if I run Magma, Spurv, okay. Ah, I freaking knew it. Classic mistake. I might have been like the only one in the world who had this mistake, by the way, but who cares? We're not talking about that. We're gonna bind our beautiful, beautiful vertex buffer. It's not BV. Index buffer. You know, here. Index type. I was wondering if I could specify in the pipeline, but actually here. So MGFX index type, un32. Beautiful. And let's actually do the draw call, which, yeah. Draw indexed. Yeah, let's just open the thing. Yeah, draw indexed. We're gonna draw an index. Vertex count is like multiplied by the state's quad counts. And the first vertex is gonna be 0. Vertex offsets. I do not quite understand. Okay. Also, we've drawn nothing because we gotta update my vertex buffer, guys. Hold on. MGFX. How do I update a buffer? Very good question. You give it the buffer. Does it return some kind of MGFX result or no? Okay. We are good. Give it the vertex buffer. Offset 0. Size is whatever I put here. Yeah, just copy it. It's my own code, so I'm allowed to copy it. Try. And instead of, and I'm gonna give it state quads. Well, technically, the thing is working, but we are not seeing anything. Yeah, because I forgot to apply how do you do uniforms? How easy is it? Okay. How easy is it to do uniforms here? How does bro do uniforms? Bind uniforms. Got it. Okay, sure. Oh, might. Why not? Okay, so I'm just gonna literally copy this, paste it here. Now VS params is just gonna, I'm just gonna do this. Wait. I am back. Okay. Applying uniforms. Okay. Cool. Has 0. And the SG range, which in here is actually going to be size and data. This is going to be size of the matrix, four forwards, whatever. And the data, which is like projection matrix. Of course, is not going to work because MJ app width. Yeah, and then we're just going to do the same thing here. MJ app height. And this is going to be MGFX bind uniform. And here, okay, yep, right. So it's going to be .x. Hey, that was actually really good. That wasn't bad. And Vulkan works because on SoCal, the way I'm doing this whole thing on SoCal is just like bitching. It didn't like it. First of all, let me go to my make file and do this. Will that work? Is that correct syntax? Yes. Let me just go here and define OpenGL. Yeah, that works. Wow. Okay. Just to go an extra step, I'm gonna do 3D11. Let's just like try it for the funsies. Because I do have MinGW. No, I do not have MinGW. Kinda sad. C++. This one is not going to be true. All I'm going to need is... I'm not sure if it's actually, no. The code is not very compatible. Yeah, no. Why am I doing C++, by the way, actually? No, it will be compatible. But, give me... Dude, I'm used to, like, using DirectX as in C++, even though dude has, like, a C thing. And instead of LD flags, we're gonna have like -L D3D11 -L D3D DXGI D3D compiler. We don't need the compiler actually, or maybe we do. We do for some reason. Maybe it's needed to like load the bytecode or something. You're gonna need DXGUID, DXGUID. Okay, it should be enough. And here is gonna be MinGW. I oh god, I messed up my keyboard. I pressed FN on some combo and it like changed everything for some reason. Okay, hold on. Okay, okay, okay. It's gonna be Major W. Fatal error D3D11 not found. Brother. Minji W shade no shaders Minji W. I'm so dumb. Oh crap, wait, no. You go to my make file and go all the way here. It's gonna be .exe. Then this is gonna be ah damn. Why? Why it's so mad? Man, all these logs are just making me tired. Entry point main is not defined. This is some like, oh yeah. Bruh, this shit just works on Windows too. Let's go. So we're just gonna do if def win32 and if. No, it's gonna be L defined else define MGFX Vulkan. And we're just gonna nicely format all this. Look at that. So now if I go to my make file, actually no, if I go to my build command and use all, this works. Beautiful. This is so hype. Good job. But now, so she makes some progress. So do we have any, yeah, we have some old code back in the day when we were still young. We were still, how about we get, do I still have my to do? Yes. Okay, so your mom told me to make a sprite atlas, so let's make that. And that will be kind of hard because we will need STB image and STB react back and some kind of arena to optimize the thing a bit. So I'm thinking of just using the previous 2D render for like, the code at least. CFX.c. Where's the atlas initialization? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, here it is. This. I'm gonna copy all this. I don't wanna redo this again, so yeah, first of all, let's get the STB libraries in. So render link directory STB, user include, and also we need STB rex back into here. And we'll just define each one of them. Actually, no, that's useless. Gonna do rec back manually. Are we compiling? Yes, we are compiling. How am I doing a vendor vec math? Yeah, okay. Now what do we need? We need to render a, okay, first of all, we need to, should I do this slowly, step by step, or should I just go ahead and just copy everything, import everything, and hope for the best? And all this useless analytics, all I care about is the stream is healthy, beautiful. Or Twitch. Twitch is like dead. It's funny. Brother. And then the vector 2. UV. That's gonna be our first step. Also, I would like the naming convention to be a little different. So this is gonna be like this. This is gonna be like this. Actually, no, that's it. And this is gonna be the out color. Okay. Family. It's all about family. This is so error prone, by the way, this whole little outs thing. This is extremely error prone. I kind of hate this, but what can you do? Let's just get the UV in. It's not going to work because reasons. Isn't it working? Okay, yeah, it's not going to work because our vertex attributes, whatever, are not correct. It's going to be like UV. It's going to be vector, float 2. Yeah, vector 2, same shit. Now, what else do we need? We need to put a single texture. How about just a single texture for now, for each one of them, and just not worry about it, and then do the spite at this thing later. Sounds good? Sounds good. Let's do the same thing. Now we did. Texture ID, floats. B. Here's going to be floats, texture ID. We're going to do if texture ID equals to 0, then we do this. Then we go all the way here, all the way. Yep. And here's going to be texture ID, and it's going to be a single floats. I'm still working, yes. And the if statement is working and all that. And if I do 1, we should see nothing. Bruh. Brother. You shouldn't work. You shouldn't be working. Bruh. How does that even work? Oh, I just gave up. It doesn't even give me comments. Okay, never mind. So this is a vertex shader. He do be having the thing. And the HLSL one, whatever HLSL is doing nowadays. Brother. So yeah, if it equals to 2.0f, then we do this. Should be good in theory, but it's not. Like, what? Not even a DirectX issue, by the way. Let's look at the Vulkan. The Vulkan one doesn't even show you, so that's very normal indeed. Try OpenGL. Try OpenGL. Lol. I hate you. I hate you with a passion. It's all about family. Okay, with a weird thing. Okay, let's actually specify this for once. So if we go to our push rect here, it's gonna be 0. And then what else? We also need the texture ID, which I'm gonna set to 0. So it's like explicitly setting the thing to 0. So here, I'm gonna copy all this. Just paste it. Paste. God damn it. Fine, if I do 1, it's not gonna help or anything, but what if I do 0 0.5, 0 0.5, 0 0.5, 0 0.5, and here I do like 0 0.5. Okay, it works. And what if I do this? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. This shit kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Kind of hurt my brain. Damn. Well, we do technically have these thingies, so I'm gonna pretend that we are all good. We are all okay. Hold on. Yeah, okay. And the out color equals to how do we texture in this language? How do we texture? How do we do texture? How did I do it in the I don't think I'm even doing textures in my graphics thing, which is sad. Oh, in that case, binding equals 0. Uniform, sampler, 2D, or no, first we need the texture, 2D, or texture, or sampler. Fuck. I need help over here. Do I need to? They don't even have the thing. Magma utils. Sure. Better than nothing. Picture coordinate, look at that. Oh, it's location. So I'm doing oh, it figures that out for you. Never mind. We're good. We're good. So set is 1. Whatever the hell that means. Sampler 2D texture. And here it's just add color equals to texture 3D. We sample. We just sample the shit out of this. Give it the texture, give it the UV coordinate, and multiply that by the color. Got it. In that case, looks simple enough, but I am curious about what the sets equals 1 means. That's for sure. And let's see, if we go to imguimagma.cpp, and let's try to find the place where our bro over here makes an image. Look at that. Image create info. Looking good. We create the image. And then you update it for some reason. I thought, okay, sure. Then you create the sampler. Why not? And then when you draw it, you just you bind the image. You give it the texture, you give it the sampler. Sounds reasonable. Extremely reasonable, actually. I'm pretty happy about this. In that case, we're gonna have a push sprites over here. The position size color. We're gonna use the same texture, so no worries here. we are going to change this to never mind. Never freaking mind. This is gonna be 0. This is gonna be 1.00 like that. This is gonna be both of them. These are UV coordinates, so we don't care for now. Look at that. This is for the push sprite function, so we're completely okay here. And in the no. It's gonna be aha. You see? See what I did there? Now, man, everyone's so dead nowadays. Anyways, let's go to here, and instead of pushing a rectangle, we're gonna push a sprite instead of our beautiful rect, and it's gonna be completely white. And here we are going to bind our image. So MGFX bind image. Now you might be like, what image are you talking about, Mr. Policy Enjoyer? And the answer is here. I'm gonna need the sampler. Hold on. Bind image. Yeah, image and sampler. So I'm gonna need the image called Sprite Atlas and a sampler, Sprite Atlas SMP, and the binding, which sure, yeah. Uh, we just give it those. Sprite Atlas, Sprite Atlas SMP, and then the binding, which is going to be 0 as we specified here. Yeah, true. Now, in order to bind this image, we are going to have to set up the damn image. So let's do that. Exactly that. States dot sprite atlas equals no mgfx create image. We give it the little image create info. Now, in order to create an image, we must look at this. We give it the data. Crap. GMTK Game Jam, please help. Assets, rights, Miguel.png. It's there's gonna be here. Miguel.png, we're gonna make an RES folder, of course. Move the Miguel.png into RES. And now here, we're just gonna do a uint8 sprites atlas data or something. STBI load. Shino, it's gonna be like this. And if I remember correctly, all I have to do is get the file name, the width, the height, the number of channels. I'm just gonna do 0 here because fuck you. We're gonna assert the thing. And that's all there is to it, really. The formats, which is going to be MGFX formats. You know, you know exactly what format I'm using here. What? No, RGB3. Yeah. Okay, yeah. The usage, which I mean, let's see. Color at the it's gonna be color attachment. Actually, wait. Really, is it gonna be color attached? Because I feel like this is for man, I should learn more graphics programming. I'm just gonna assume that's how you do it. He's probably like screaming at me right now. You're like, no, that's not how you. No, that is how you do it. I'm genius. Then the type, because type MGFX image type 2D, and then the memory, which I'm not gonna worry about, and the width and height. Okay, width. Yeah, just do this. And the depth, which is just gonna be one, I'd imagine, or not? Yeah, no. And we need to create the sampler. Oh yeah, right. We need to create the sampler. Gotta create the sampler, man. Could have just copied this and pasted here and replace image with sampler. Bruh, sampler. Thank you. Okay, let's see. We need the. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this. Fuck you. Hold on. Where's the? Yeah. Thank you. There we go. Now let's actually run this. It's not gonna work because uh, bruh. Did bro even test this? Oh, Miguel. Miguel. Miguel, I'm so proud of you, Miguel. STBI. There's like a TBI set. Flip vertically on load, yeah. Miguel. Yeah, we need the blending. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Where's our pop line? Pop line. Where's my pop line? Color blend equals to. I am not sure. Yeah. Uh, blend enabled equals true. What if I just update just enable bruh? Yeah, of course it's not gonna work. Of course. I completely forgot how blending works. I genuinely do not know. So all I know is that it make image go cool. So I'm gonna do a funny here. Give me a second, doing a funny. Putting a funny over here. God damn it. Yeah, you just enable blending. And I'm not gonna read any of this. I mean I should, of course, but like source alpha. SRC alpha blend factor. What does this even do? Hold on. Of the blend equation. Yes, I definitely do not. I definitely understand all of this actually. So let's set the SRC alpha equals to blend factor, which is what is it taken? S factor and D factor. That does not explain shit. SRC alpha. I am probably like incredibly wrong right now, and some smart guys like screaming at me, like, no, that's how I do it. No. One minus SRC alpha. Bruh. You mean? Smart people shit. Bruh. So if I disable blending altogether, it's gonna work, right? If I enable it, like a true smegma, doesn't work anymore. For what purpose does it serve? I don't understand. Oh, bro just got it here for us. Except this is an old ass version and it probably like MJ instead of MGFX. Hmm. I'm just gonna copy this and pretend like I know what I'm doing. For now. Please work. Yes, Miguel! I'm so proud of you! Let me make our beautiful Miguel a little bigger, actually. Miguel! Okay, time for the Sprite Atlas. Now, you might be like, Sprite Atlas? What do you mean, my friend? Now, instead of doing this, we're just gonna put in this. Yeah, I'm gonna put in all this. So, here. I'm gonna do some regex. There we go. Beautifulness. And instead of having this piece of shit, which we'll admit we do kind of need, but also, fuck you. Man, I don't feel like implementing this. For how long have I been streaming? Yeah, an hour and a half. Ah, goddamn, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like doing this stupid shit. But we must do it. The power of determination. It ain't gonna compile, of course, because we don't have GFX image. We don't have the this arena. We don't have the the GL API. I'm gonna have to transform this. You already have this, so like I can literally just copy paste it into the damn function. But for now, I am just going to crap. Right. Yeah. Let's just render null data. It's always good to render null shit. Yeah. No more Miguel. Sad. But it is what it is. Anyways, bye bye. We'll do the sprite atlas later, and also, after this whole bullshit of running like a 2D render that I'll probably never use, I'll actually start doing some Vulkan programming. Or this button, I'm not sure.